The reflection. I don't know when the mirror started lying to me, but I know it wasn't always this way. It used to be normal, just a pane of glass in a cheap frame, something I barely noticed except when I was getting ready for work. Now I can't stop noticing it. Now it watches me. It started small, things that could be brushed off, little hesitations in my reflection, a delay so brief I thought I imagined it. Then came the expressions, the ones that didn't belong to me. I'd be brushing my hair, lost in thought, and when I glanced up, I'd see myself already staring back, eyes wide and unblinking, mouth curled into something that wasn't quite a smile. I stopped looking after that. At first, it was easy to avoid, just a matter of keeping my head down, focusing on the sink instead of my face. But then I started to feel it, a prickling at the back of my neck, the weight of unseen eyes pressing against my skull. The room felt different, colder, heavier, as if something else was breathing in the space with me. One night, I cracked. I told myself I was being ridiculous, that I was exhausted, that I needed to prove to myself that nothing was wrong. I stood in front of the mirror, took a deep breath, and forced myself to look. My reflection stared back, but something was off. The longer I looked, the more wrong it felt. My hair was the same, my clothes were the same, but my eyes weren't mine. They were darker, emptier, filled with something I didn't recognize. Then I blinked, and it didn't. My stomach dropped. I tried to move, but my reflection stayed perfectly still, watching. A slow, creeping smile stretched across its face, too wide, too knowing, and then, before I could scream, it raised a hand and pressed it flat against the glass. From the other side, the surface rippled like water around its fingers. I ran. I covered the mirror, threw a blanket over it, shoved it into the corner of the room, but it doesn't matter. I still feel it waiting beneath the fabric. Every night I hear it shifting, the faint rustle of movement just beyond my sight. And when I wake up, the blanket is always on the floor.